Hello everyone, I'm Santiago, and today I'm gonna be giving you some warnings on the 2400G and ASRock motherboards. So right now I'm using an AB350 Gaming K4 motherboard from ASRock, the Fatality board. I also have an AB350M Pro 4, I think it was. Yeah, I think so. So I tried both, and with both I had the same issues. So the problem here right now at the time of making this video, this is the latest BIOS 4.6, and I installed the bridge BIOS before and all that kind of stuff. So well, first of all, when you go into the overclock mode, you'll see on manual by default it's at 1.45 volts, which is crazy, I think. So I'll leave it on automatic and I'll show you how to fix this problem. Okay guys, so now we are into Windows. As you can see, I'm doing a CPU GPU stress test, and I'm not using the ASRock motherboard anymore. I tested two ASRock motherboards and both gave me problems, blue screens, just the computer freezing, many problems, including very high temperatures, but that was another problem apparently. So I just went to the store and bought the only non-ASRock motherboard that was in stock, which is the Asus B350F Gaming Strix ROG, Republic of Gamers, if you don't know what that means. Well, I had way less issues, no more crashes. I was able to finally select the GPU frequency in the BIOS, which was impossible on the ASRock one, and I had to use Ryzen Master. And well, the problem here was that the temperatures were very high. I went over 90 degrees. Sometimes even close to 100 degrees Celsius. As you can see right now, after 12 minutes of the GPU and CPU at 100%, both of them, it's just at 91, 92 degrees Celsius. And you have to keep in mind that the IHS on these CPUs is not soldered. It's just with thermal paste like Intel does right now. And I had to tweak this myself, because the CPU by itself was hitting 3.9 gigahertz and the CPU voltage was like 1.5, which is ridiculous. It's very high, so I was going over 100 degrees Celsius, and the GPU frequency was the base frequency. I didn't touch anything about that, so I didn't know what was going on. So I just put the CPU voltage at 1.325 and the CPU at 3.8 gigahertz. I tried 3.6, lowering the CPU voltage as well, but I was getting very close temperatures, like 86 degrees Celsius, so I didn't think it was worth it. So yeah, now I can finally do my videos comparing this with the GT 1030, and hopefully I can overclock the GPU inside this APU. But fortunately enough, we don't get any throttling. It just tests at 3.8 and the frequency of the APU's GPU is just stable apparently. So I'll be doing tests tomorrow because it was a long day. 3 Windows installs, or 4, I lost count. A lot of driver reinstalling, a lot of problems. I tried 3 motherboards, so I'm very tired. But I'm glad that it finally reached a conclusion. Yeah, it runs hot, but at least it runs. And I'm going to get an aftermarket cooler later on probably, because this is a very high temperature. But yeah guys, that's pretty much it. If you have an ASRock motherboard, I recommend avoiding for now any of these APUs, the 2200G and the 2400G, at least until ASRock decides to update the BIOS to have GPU frequency control and all that kind of stuff. But yeah guys, that's pretty much it. I hope I see you tomorrow with the benchmark comparison, and see you next time.